Joining us now to address the conflict from the perspective of the Palestinians, James Zogby, president of the Arab American Institute. James, we thank you for joining us via Skype today. And by your estimation, why are we seeing this escalation in violence right now? Does it go beyond the arrests that have been made public?
If I were to put it in a nutshell, I'd say it's because both sides are pretty stupid and never learn lessons of the past. Look, Hamas doesn't get it that violence is not going to end the occupation, but Israel doesn't get it either, and that is that more violence from their side isn't going to end the resistance to the occupation. The problem is that, for these, 6 decades now, we've been absent adult supervision. There is nobody willing to bang heads on both sides and say, this is not working. What the U.S. has done is taken the position too often of being the coat holder and cheerleader of one side. And so what you have is kind of an Israeli sense of impunity, no restraint on bad behavior. And on the Palestinian side, like abused children, there's a sense that it doesn't matter what we do, we're going to catch hell anyway, so we might as well, give in to our worst instincts. And so you've got this pathology playing out on both sides, and people are the victims on both sides. Look, you said the 6 arrests, but look at what happened in the weeks preceding. You had this kidnapping of the 3 Israelis, their murder. In the wake of that, Israel arrested 400 Palestinians, holding them right now under administrative detention. No charges, no trial. Houses were destroyed. Lives were shattered in the wake of that, with checkpoints and people denied income for weeks because they couldn't get to their jobs, etc. Huge resentment building up on the Palestinian side.
James, I hate to interrupt, only a couple of minutes left, and presidents of both parties in recent years have tried to weigh in on this thing. President Obama, in a recent op-ed, says, and we're quoting now, the only solution to the conflict is an independent Jewish state and an independent Palestinian state. Do you agree with the assessment of President Obama, given the fact that you just recited all the different back and forth between these two different parties?
Pulling the people apart is absolutely essential. The problem is that in order to make that happen, there has to be a firmer hand than any administration has been willing to demonstrate, in part because when the president Obama tried in his first term, Congress slapped him down rather forcefully. And then there was the Kerry initiative, but the Kerry initiative has not been as forceful because Israel knows that Congress will have its back. And so the administration has to tiptoe around making tough decisions. Look, I'm sorry I went on before. It's a long, bitter saga playing out, no end in sight. I wish there were one. 2 states is the only answer. But to get there, there's going to have to be a more forceful hand in pulling the parties apart.
Less than a minute left, but we have a very short audio clip from Professor Alan Dershowitz, who was on our program yesterday, what he had to say about the violence. Let's take a listen and get your quick response.
The Israelis really, really want peace, but they want peace with security.
You just heard Professor Dershowitz. Do you agree with that assessment? What distinction would you make? And I'm sorry, only about 30 seconds here.
Look, Alan Dershowitz is a great defense lawyer for guilty clients. He's right. Israel wants security. So do Palestinians want security. They want independence. They want their rights recognized. Both parties want very similar things. In order to make that happen, there's got to be a neutral party not willing to take sides, but willing to pull the sides apart.
James Zogby, we appreciate it. We'll have to leave it there. We look forward to our next visit with you. America's Forum will continue.